Hello, this is Sass from Copia Stars. This is another oracle reading for Sunday, the 28th of September. If you are watching this and it isn't the 28th of September, then this reading was meant for you. It's found you. These are evergreen readings. They're also general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going freeform this week, so I'm just shuffling the cards, picking the decks as they feel right, and taking a reading from that. I've got an angel card first, so let's go with, that's growth, creativity, number 333. So if you see these numbers out in the wild, then it is meant for you. This is seeing the angel number 333 as a sign that it's time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination to unleash the artist inside. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and your sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. So there we go. If you are a creative, then use your talents. I think it's always a waste when we don't. I know we're all working and working. Yesterday's message of self-love is ever important on any day. Take some time for you to enjoy, whether that's being creative or looking up ideas or going out and buying materials, because you know, buying hobby materials and using hobby materials are two completely separate hobbies, and that's perfectly valid, says she as a crafter. So I'm going to go with, is there any more of these cards? Thank you very much. Is there another one? Did you have another one as a message today? No, that's it. Okay. Yeah, yesterday's reading was a bit of a, ooh, that's quite a lot of cards. Yesterday's reading was a bit of a dark place, and was teaching about some self-care, and there's still a little fog and obscurity, feeling lost here, but there's also freedom and opportunity. You just need to sort of find your crafty calling. Says there, look, longevity and perseverance. So it's the long road, as you know, rock bottom usually is, but asking for help and sharing your burdens is going to really help. Focusing and regrowth and letting go is definitely important. Don't hang on to the past. So we've got vitality, yeah, and your angel number there. So we're getting spiritual bath. So maybe for some it's a nice hot soak with some lovely music. Yeah, a bit self-hate going on here, but change is coming and there will be a glow up, and I'm very hopeful of that. There is overthinking carried over from yesterday. There is quite a lot of it's hard, basically. This is on the bottom. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment the universe can truly get to work. Hand it over. Like if you have any stresses and strains, find your higher power. Your higher power can be anything and everything all at once. It doesn't have to be a god. It doesn't have to be anything or anyone. My higher power is love, because at the end of the day, well, that was meant to be, wasn't it? You surrender your dark side to a higher power, and you can offload everything to this higher power. My higher power is love. Everything ends with love. Love will conquer all. I believe that. I really do. In a world where there's so much divisiveness and hate, and in a world that is dark, we find light with love. So, you know, that little interaction with the lady at the post office or the bus stop or that old gentleman sitting down by the river feeding the ducks. You know, that little conversation is just, it makes the day. And I find that by surrendering your stresses and your strains to your power of love, then everything's possible. I feel like I need to get one more of these. You have another green card for me? Oh, yeah. Presence and self-awareness. Yeah. It's definitely about you finding some higher power here. So handing it over and letting those things go. Focusing on yourself and coming out of this fog. You know, this, you're not an obscurity. You are a beautiful human being and full of hope and love. And I think you just need to find your higher power to hand it over so that you can just carry on and get on with your life and do the things you want to do that you feel that are being stopped at the moment. The universe can truly get to work when you surrender the outcome. Just write down your intentions and hand them over to the universe. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a beautiful reading, and have a wonderful weekend. Really enjoyed this. Don't forget, like, subscribe and all that stuff. Thank you.